This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is the original. This is 99X, and we are the Morning X. I'm Barnes. That's Leslie.
You have no idea what's inside the 99X Freeloader app? You know, the perks, all the perks and the deals and the free stuff. And how about concerts? Yeah, you want to know where your favorite band is playing. You can find out on the 99X Freeloader app, brought to you by John Foy & Associates Personal Injury. Get the strong arm now wherever you get your apps.
Speaking of shows and concerts, over the years, so many great things have come through here at all sorts of venues, from the biggest to the smallest. I'm wondering, and this is to you and everyone listening, 470-741-4999, can you name a band you saw before they made it big? So it was just, you happen to be there and this band is playing. I'll start it out. 1990-ish. I was working in Kansas City on a station, it was called Planet Q, and I did the night show, and they offered us to go see this band because this band had booked an appearance at a college. And then, to their surprise, the band took off, and they still had to play the college. So it was right on the cusp, and it was Pearl Jam, who played University of Kansas. They do this concert on the Hill, I think they call it, where the people booked them before they made it big.
That's big.
That was huge. I mean, it was just crazy because it was right as they were breaking. So that kind of counts. I mean, we've, over the years, seen so many. Can you think of any?
The first thing I thought of, and you'll remember this, mid-90s, a lot of artists would come and play, in our conference room or whatever, just to introduce the artist and their new project. Well, one little singer-songwriter named Alanis Morissette played in our conference room. And you remember, like 6 months later, You Ought to Know came out and just blew the doors wide open.
You had to pull us by the hair to get us in. Because think about it. We're doing the show. We finish the show, and they're like, hey, come see this at this point. So who is the girl? Alanis who? And you're like, oh. But they didn't want to make the artist feel bad by having no one in the conference room. So they would drag us all in there. We were all just jaws on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, who knew she would have like the biggest selling album ever.
Yeah, we've had several of those. I remember one time in the studio, you forced me to take this unknown band in, and when I used to do the CD countdown, you're like, Barnes,
who was
just
it?
Do this favor for me. I'm like, oh, really? And then 8 dudes file in. We're all in this cramped studio over on Piedmont. I'm like, all right, guys, here we got this. Go ahead, play your little song. It was Counting Crows.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I thought you were going to say like the Wallflowers because they came into the studio too.
No, they weren't even Counting Crows. We wouldn't even put them on the regular air on a show.
That's so funny.
It was like the CD countdown. We'll throw you on the Saturday morning program. But name a band you saw before they made it big. Hey, Morning X. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, good morning. This is Holly.
Hi, Holly. What you doing? What part of town you in?
I'm in Sonoya, Georgia, where they filmed The Walking Dead.
Perfect. All right, name a band you saw before they were big.
So in 2002, my best friend Allie and I were going to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide.
Sorry about that.
Roll Tide.
We stumbled into the Jupiter, which was a little club on the Strip, and saw Maroon 5.
No
wow.
way.
Yeah.
How big was that place? How big was the venue?
Oh, it was small. I don't know, maybe a couple hundred people there max.
Wow.
We were all squeezed in. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy to think about those guys playing at time. But they all start there. No one starts in the big arenas. You forget about those early days.
They do, and they were great. Yep.
That was
Thank
great.
you so much. Thanks for getting me through my high school years on the radio back then, and now you're back here with us. So.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
We're happy now to get you through your older years, too.
That's right. Making it through. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, when people say thanks for getting me through my high school years, you're like, don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Morning X. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, this is Fram.
Hey, man.
Shan, how are you?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
Do good.
Name a band that you saw before they made it big.
Well, even before they were Sister Hazel, we saw them as Ken and Andrew down in Gainesville, Florida.
Wow. Ken and Andrew.
What was it called? Oh, just Ken and Andrew. That's what they went by before Sister Hazel?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Such great guys, too. And still together, making great music. Yeah.
And just so positive. Those guys, they're one of, a lot of bands are, but these guys are just uber positive. I love their music, too. Thank you very much.
No problem. Have a great day.
Have a great day, Chan. We'll see you later. A band before they were big. Let's see. Who are they? 470-741-4999. Who did you see? Who is this?
This is Clark. I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers in Athens for $5. It was awesome.
Where are they playing Athens?
Where?
It was at the Uptown. It's a little, like a warehouse club over, I forget what the street is, Clayton Street, I think.
What year would that be?
85, maybe 86.
Yeah.
This was back in their famous sock era, if you look that up.
Yeah, that was when they were breaking that, because I remember going to them like in 87. They started to fill like a 3,000-seater.
Yeah. Another good band was Concrete Blonde.
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah. Joey.
Yeah, a little trivia about them. Michael Stipe actually suggested them to change the name to Concrete Blonde because he's like, your name, it was like Dream 6. He goes, it doesn't fit. You need to change your name. And that's where the name changed. That's when the name came from. Yep.
Hey, do you still have that $5 ticket stub from the Peppers?
No, because here's the fun part. My friend of mine, we had a ladder in the alley behind the club, and we climbed in the back.
Oh wow! So no ticket. You remember when we had the Chili Peppers at that Mexican shopping center on the corner of Dresden and Buford Highway, and that was our 10th anniversary. They showed up. They're like, "Are you guys serious? Like for real?"
And they did it.
I know they did do it. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you sharing that.
Yep, thank you.
That was cool. No ticket because I snuck in the back door. Hey, Morning X. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Ashley DeWeese.
Ashley, what is going on? Where are you calling from?
Mapleton, Georgia.
Can't wait to hear this. What was the band you saw before they made it big?
I saw Incubus back in 2000 at the Hard Rock Rock Fest at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I remember that show, but they were big then, weren't they?
Not really. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on some little side stage. There was like 100-ish people.
Oh, wow.
So
I remember that. Remember that venue? Yes, I remember that show.
Yeah, we presented that show. I remember it well.
Incredibly hot.
Yeah, I would think that you'd have to have some sort of pulse before you get booked even on a side stage, but maybe not. Like if there's 100 people.
I think it was right before they released or right after they released Make Yourself, the album that like really popped off.
Yeah.
That's a good one though, Ashley. Thank you.
Yeah, and they're back on tour right now, which is cool. I've always loved that band. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Band you saw before they made it big. Morning X. Who is this?
Hey, this is Bob.
Bob, name them. What's the band you saw before they made it big?
Bon Jovi.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah. This was back in like 84, I believe, and they opened up for the Scorpions.
Wow.
84. Well, but hold on. I would argue that they were big in 84 because, I mean, if you're opening for the Scorpions, I know you're just an opener, but think about how big the Scorpions were at that time. Where'd you see them?
I saw them at the Omni at that point. I think they had just released their album and their single Runaway, and that was starting to get airplay.
Oh, so that was the early days.
Yeah, Runaway was definitely, they were getting airplay because I think Slippery When Wet, I just remember by college years, that would be like my second year of college when they really blew up with like Wanted Dead or Alive and Living on a Prayer. So I guess when you're the opening band, sometimes think of the bands we see that open for big shows and you're like, who is that? I mean, there are few people may know, but most people don't. That's a good one.
Yeah, I do remember, Scorpions had this elaborate stage setup, and Bon Jovi simply had like a black sheet with their name on it as their backdrop.
And they push you up to the front where you have 3 feet of the stage to play on.
Right.
And like you get the crappy sound too.
Exactly.
Do you know the opening bands, they will totally minimize your sound, like the frequencies that you can use? And so when you hear when you hear the headliner come out, they sound so much better because the opening band gets screwed often. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. The whole Coldplay story, I mean, they were already big, but they credit 99X. They played that show at the Tabernacle and kind of blew them wide open in the States.
Who kidding? They credit Leslie Fram.
No, I mean they credit not, but think about seeing them even at the Tabernacle because now they're doing stadium shows.
Yeah, small timers back then. Such small. I mean, remember he and Gwyneth stayed at that Four Seasons. They were staying there with Baby Apple.
Yep.
I mean, that might have been around the same time. All right, you name one band you saw before they made it big. 470-741-4999. You're listening to 99X.
Vince Colonnese is redefining news talk.
Hi, I'm Vince Colonnese, host of the Vince Podcast. These conversations where we can air all of this out without the filters, without the censors, without people with judgment, that's how you get a healthy country. Adult, reasonable, sober conversations. That's all I want.
In-depth interviews, live caller interactions, and a front row seat to the most important conversations of the day.
That's why I'm so grateful that we get to do this every day. You are really the best damn audience in media.
The Vince Show.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.